Hello guys, welcome back to another high level match of StarCraft 2. What I got for you today, it's a Protoss versus Zerg, a best of 4, and we find ourselves on the map Cosmic Sapphire. Spawning here in the top left hand corner from United States of America, we are looking at Mad Max, also known as Astrea. This is his primary base, playing with the red Protoss. In the opposite corner we have none other than Dark, his opponent from Korea. And this is going to be an epic game. It's going to be amazing. I have a strong feeling about it. Like usually, my name is Keanu and I'm seeing this for the first time together with you, so thank you for watching. We have overlords, we are going to scout, and a second hatchery for Dark. Dark is very greedy as usually, and what can I say, Astrea likes as well to have his macro. He's very comfortable while playing macro, and we saw two wonderful games. In the first one, Dark was doing a lot of bullying, literally, so go and watch that video if you haven't. If you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about, but Astrea, it's a worthy opponent. So for standard opening, as I said, a gateway, a nexus, a greedy nexus, and a hatchery. The overlords are just going different directions, trying to see if there are any shenanigans, and the probe trying to investigate what is going on. The probe is here, so nothing to see. The spawning pool ideally put to block, and now look at the probe. It's always stealing something. Bad probe. But this is what pro players are doing, trying to provide their opponents with even little bit amounts of minerals. And while this is happening, the overlord is seeing exactly the timing of the second nexus. This is a very good indicator. The cybernetic core is almost done, another gateway. So two gateways, a cybernetic core, and here we have both mineral gases, but he forgot to add one more worker. A little bit of engagement with Zerling trying to catch the probe. Is he going? Not likely, but who knows? Nah, he gave up. And while this is happening, guess what? The third hatchery is almost ready for Dark. Dark is very greedy. He likes his minerals in his bank, and usually Zerg has this advantage. The disadvantage is if you play a normal Zerg versus the Protoss, the fact that Protoss units are way more advanced. But you overcome in numbers. This is why it's called the Swarm. Right now they seem pretty equal in terms of the army, but Astrea has a workers advantage. He chrono boosted, and this is one of the main reasons. Still has like only 2 for Vespian gas. That's a little bit unfortunate. Now he sees it. 3-3. Protoss units needs a lot of gas. This is the difference between being a Protoss and any other race. With Terran you can go very easily with a lot of Marines. That requires only 50 minerals, but for Protoss this is out of the question. Marines are very good because they can shoot both air and ground units, but for Protoss, they need Stalkers. Stalkers are the equivalent of Marines, way stronger obviously, but they need also Vespian gas, and if you want to have higher tier units, you need a lot of gas. Now the Zerlings are here. This is not a real Phoenix, it's an illusion, and it's just making sure to observe everything. This is what we are seeing right now from different angles. Luckily for us we can see everything. And are we going to achieve something? Nothing. Perfect wall off. We are talking about professional StarCraft players. You cannot flood them with units and hope to win. This is not something that you can do. Control A, everything, and voila. Let's enjoy this fight. Not bad at all. Could have been better, yes, definitely. Now he sees exactly Dark the timing of his base. And is he going to try to overcome it? Probably. He has an advantage, 42 versus 15 in terms of the army. Killing a lot of probes. The shield battery was activated. And right now Astrea is not in a very good position. Yeah, you have your depths, but you cannot go to your opponent base because he literally flooding you with Zerlings. Even though Dark has fewer workers, his army is way bigger. Yeah, he's just trying to make sure Astrea is kept in check while he's expanding. But free is not okay. Free bases for the Protoss, free bases for the Zerg, it's always a win for the Protoss. Excellent detonation, wow. Those Bailings pay for themselves, and not a lot of probes are dying. More Bailings are coming. Look how efficient these shield forts are. Just preventing. Wow. Excellent harassment. This is why Dark is also known as the heart of the swarm. The final boss. You don't want to meet Dark on a dark alley. So now, in terms of workers, the situation is more even. This Nexus is destroyed, and Dark has an advantage. A clearer one. Now Astrea is trying to do some harassment with the Worm Prism. Again, another Nexus where it used to be. Is this Worm Prism going to achieve anything? Not likely. Here we have the Swarm. The heart of Swarm is on attack mode. The Prism is still here, trying to do some damage. Already a Queen, a Spore Crawler. No, it's more for info. Nothing he can do. Dark is too good for this. Look at the position of the Spore Crawler. Perfectly situated. Is Dark going to expand further? I wonder why not. Probably he wants to be ahead in terms of the army, to attack again, to prevent this third base to be ready. We have some roaches, Bailings, Zerglings, everything that you would expect in the early game. And the War Prism just trying to be annoying. Not likely to achieve too much. We have Overlords that are scouting, 3 Queens and a Spore Crawler, and he's dead. Now Dark can focus more on the attack. In terms of the army value, Dark has a huge advantage, almost 3 times. In comparison with Astrea, Astrea had to rebuild a lot of workers, now we are even. But Dark has a better army overall. Hello Zerlings. Look at them, just waiting to go for the attack. This is a Cryptomore. It's very important for the Zerg to spread as much as possible. This gives them an advantage, a map advantage. They can see everything on the map. Where a Spore Tumor is. You can look here in the small map, mini map. And the Swarm, it's on its way. It's like Dark has a sixth sense. He knows exactly when the new Nexus is trying to be acquired, and immediately a cancellation. So made his opponent lose a lot of money for free, if I may add. And while this is happening, guess what? The fourth hatchery is finally ready. Almost. Roaches everywhere. And here for the Protoss we see Archons, we have Disruptors, and more High Templars to be morphed into Archons. As we saw in our previous matches, Astrea likes the Archons very much. They are very beefy units. If it has to deal with ground units, if it has to deal with air units, doesn't matter. Now, are they going to do anything with small batch? No, nothing. Nothing, especially if we are talking about them facing the might of the Protoss. These zealots are very beefy in terms of damage output when it comes for them to fight just Zerlings. And now Astrea is ready with another Nexus. But while this is happening, guess what? Dark is doing the same. So let's see the fight over here. Nothing important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Archons. Not bad at all. This is a huge investment in terms of money. Here you can see the army start to become more even. Despite the fact that Dark has a bigger army, Astrea is not to be underestimated. This is a mobile army, can move decently fast, can take a lot of beatings, but let's see when the fight is actually going to happen. Here we have a counterattack with zealots, and the swarm also has air units in the form of Mutalisk. So probably it's going to be 1-2 punches. Ground units in one direction, the air units in another direction. The Mutalisks are going to attack for sure, to try to harass as much as possible, taking advantage of their mobility. And here they are. Yeah, excellent. So already they destroyed Disruptor, creating a breach, so more Zerg units can enter the main base. A lot of damage. This is why Dark is Dark. Action everywhere. This photo cannon is destroyed, and while this is happening we have a base race. Protoss, it's Zerg army base, while Zerg army is in Protoss base. This is going to be a base race for sure. Who is going to be able to kill more? It's not like we are playing against Terrans that can easily just uplift. And is this round going to achieve a lot? Remember, this is the main Protoss army, and the recall was done. Not a very good situation if you are Astrea. Your main base is almost non-existent, and my money is now on the Dark side of StarCraft. Yeah, nothing Astrea can do anymore. The rest of the proto structures are being destroyed. This is the only base. A lot of autocannons. I don't see how Astrea can come back from this. So I take advantage to let you know that your comments are very important to me. If you have any pro players that you would like for me to cast, just leave it in the comments. And also it's going to help me and the algorithm a lot if you subscribe. So let's see the final moments. Definitely Dark is going to win 124 versus 40 in terms of army. At this level it's impossible to have a comeback. This Nexus, Desperate Nexus over here, is definitely going to be spotted. And trust me, I haven't seen this game before, but I've seen too many not to know if I have to bet where it's a safe bet. If Astrea wins, I don't know. I'm going to apologize in the next match. Look. Rarely you can see the main base so empty. Nothing you can do here, Dark. Go, go, go. Dark is almost maxed out. 187 versus 190 versus 200. And now the swarm is on its way. Look how many Revengers. One ball of these Revengers, corrosive bio, and yeah. It's fine. It's fine, Astrea. You can do it. You can do it. Not. Epic game. This is a massacre. And as I predicted, Dark won. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more.